Do you need to change your mindset around dating? Because here's the thing, what you think you believe and what you believe becomes your reality. So if you're telling yourself things like men are trash, dating apps don't work, everyone's just out there to play the game, or dating is hard, or you're in that energy of, well, no one's going to want to date me because there's too many people, like too many other options out there. If you're in that energy that dating's shit, and although it does feel like that sometimes, if that's what you tell yourself, that's what your reality is going to become. It will become a self-fulfilling prophecy, because even in you actively using the dating apps, it's going to feel hard, it's going to feel annoying, you're going to go into interacting on the dating apps with that energy. Whereas if you shift the things that you say to yourself and you say, oh my god, I love dating, I love using the dating apps, I'm so enjoying chatting to all these new people, I love going out and meeting new people, dating is so much fun, it stops becoming this thing that's hard work that you've got to put effort into when you're already busy doing other shit. It starts to become this fun thing that's more like an enjoyable experience and more of a hobby, more of something exciting, something that adds something to your life rather than takes away your energy from other things that you could be doing. Like, we all want to meet someone at some point. Maybe not all of us. A lot of us want to meet someone at some point. That's what we want to do. We want to date, we want to settle down, we want to fall in love, have that fairy tale. But we don't want it to feel hard. But a lot of the time it feels hard because that's what we think. We hear our friends saying, oh my god, dating is so hard. The men I meet on dating apps are just assholes. And we buy into their stories and their experiences. So then when we join the apps, we're already going into it with that mentality. That's how I felt when I started dating again after, I was going to say 7 years of being single, that was a lie, 3 years of being single. After a 5-year relationship, 3 years of being single, I started dating again, and I downloaded one of the dating apps, and I'd never been on the apps before. And when I was in a relationship, I was like, oh, I'd been in a relationship so long that Tinder had kind of just come out when I was getting into the relationship, so I never used it. And I was like, oh, my friends were always on there swiping, and I was like, that looks like so much fun, I'd really love to try that. And then, hello, manifesting my own breakup, well done me. So I downloaded the app and I was like, okay, this is gonna be quite interesting. And then I chat to my friends who've been single for a while, and they were like, the dating apps are just the worst. You never meet anyone genuine, the dates are always shit, it's so annoying that you have to talk to people, talk to the same people, or like have the same conversation over and over again. Men are just trash, or you'll go out with someone and then they'll just ghost you. So instead of me like entering the dating world with this excitable energy of this is going to be so much fun, like I love dating in my 20s, like this is going to be amazing, I was then consumed by other people's stories and other people's experiences. So straight away I was already like, oh, this isn't going to be fun, but I suppose it's like a means to an end. A means to an end. I might as well just get on there because I'm not going to meet anyone else any other way. And because I went on there with that frustrated energy, it did feel frustrating initially. So I took a break and was like, this cannot be the energy that I go into dating with, because it's not fun for me. Like, let me ask you, what would you rather? Would you rather go into something thinking, oh, this is going to be really annoying, like this is stressful, like I just have to do this because I want to meet someone, I have no choice but to be on the dating apps, and have that like heavy, negative, like shitty vibe energy with you? Or would you rather go into something as just like, oh, this is going to be fun, like this is a bit of an experiment, I wonder what it's going to be like, I've never done anything like this before, let me just go on and see who I can meet and see what conversations I can have and see what kind of cool dates I can go on. That's a much more exciting, positive, happier, lighter energy to go into things with. And when you go into things with like that, you also aren't then as concerned about what other people think. So instead of going into dates with, oh, I wonder if they're going to like me, I wonder if we're going to have a good time, I wonder if this is going to be the one, I wonder if the connection is going to be there in real life like it is over message, instead of going in with expectations and putting pressure on what you want the date to be, you just show up and go, well, no matter what, I'm going to have fun. But it's down to you to make that mindset shift. It's down to you to stop telling yourself negative things and start telling yourself positive things. And that's not to say that you won't have negative experiences when you're dating. Of course you will. But I do find that for the most part, the negative dating experiences always make for the best stories. Like when I think back to the dates that I've been on, I don't tell stories about the good dates I've had. All the stories I tell are about the terrible dates I had, because they're the funny stories. They're the ones where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. It was so shocking. And they're so much more interesting than the like, oh, we had a perfect time, it was amazing kind of dates, aren't they? So think about changing the way that you talk about dating, the way that you think about dating, the things that you tell yourself about dating. Think about shifting the way that you view things, or the way that you want to view things, because it really will make a difference to the whole dating experience. And when you're more relaxed around dating, that's when you're more likely to meet someone and to truly connect with someone and meet the one, because you're not pinning expectations, you've not got your hopes up, you're not throwing yourself into something with so